Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter. And this is Tom from 20th Century Rescue. I have a couple of things today that I want to show you. Picked up and saved a metal Tole lamp yesterday that has no shade. I've never bought a Tole lamp without a shade before, but I'm not sure it would have been saved. And it's got the milk glass diffuser. Let me show it to you here. This is like a pale green, the background. Yeah, it's not a cream color, unless I'm colorblind. But it's very simple, but the shape is beautiful. It is, with the diffuser, 19.5 inches tall. And I'm going to try something here. And I'm going to put, I don't have a shade for it, obviously, but I do have an example of what might work. It's a bell-shaped cloth lampshade that is too big, so it won't come with it, but it might give you an idea of what you can do with this thing. It does work. The original plug is rather solid. Perhaps, I mean, this is gray. Perhaps this has been rewired with the original plug. Perhaps. But it's a great looking lamp. And let me, can you see this? I'm not sure I'm going to do well here, but you should be able to see how it might look with a bell-shaped lampshade on it. It's hard to see correctly, but I think you get the idea. You could get away with a fabric shade on top of it. This is way too big if it's resting on top. It's just too big. But bring this a little closer. I think that would work somehow. It works. It's a bell-shaped shade, and you could certainly get away with it. So that's that. That does work. There is another video with that just featured, but it is light green and sort of an olive green detail on it. Very naive. It looks like those things that you paint through cutouts. I forget what they're called. Anyway, here is a Pearpoint dianthus pitcher. It's not a very nice ring. It is cut, etched, and cut butterfly, and I guess that would be the dianthus. It's a beautiful picture. I'm sorry it's not going to translate here. Notice the detail on the bottom. I'm not supposed to hold a American Brilliant picture by its handle, but if you're going to use it, you don't have much choice. It is cut all the way up. Now there are some microchips here. Let me point them out. Or is that a bubble? No, that's a bubble. Here, inside here. I mean, it's been used. As far as I can tell, it is not marked, but it has been identified as Pearpoint dianthus. It's a beautiful picture. It will be listed soon. I just can't find any comparables for it, so this will probably be listed for about 150. The lamp behind me, 45. And the same for the Sheffield 19-piece cutlery set from the 50s or 60s. Actually, probably the 60s. I made a video of this and forgot there's cheese knives with it and butter knives. So here you go. You do see these often. The box is not in any special condition here. And there's another video with these detailed in it, so I'm not going to take it out of the box. If you don't want the box, you don't have to have the box. It's nothing special, but it does help keep them safe. And but it would be cheaper, a little bit cheaper, to send it without the box. But it makes sense to keep it because there's a secret compartment that I forgot to film in the video that details these. And they are oak leaves, I believe. So you've got a meat carving knife and fork and other meat carving knives. You've got the dessert serving spatula kind of thing. You also have instructions as to how to cut meat, but let me show you the cheese and butter knives. Really, they're cheese knives, I guess, that come with it. The handles are plastic. I honestly don't know if you can rightly call them Bakelite or not. I think by this time in the 60s it's no longer Bakelite, it's plastic. There are no crazing or cracks to these. These are not supposed to be put in a dishwasher. You will ruin the finish and they will eventually crack. They are marked Sheffield, England, and there's a little instruction here. This is the only paperwork I have with it. And interestingly enough, God, what lengths they went through to sell cutlery. A chart as to how to cut meat, which is helpful. It goes through ham, lamb, fowl, and rib roast, with instructions as to how to carve each type of meat, which I think is pretty handy. A lot of people don't know how to cut meat. I had my son over this weekend, or this past week, and I'd never bought a huge porterhouse before. We had sort of a late birthday celebration for him, and he brought up a porterhouse, and it was great. I used my 1960s tabletop grill. I'd never used it just for steak. I had only used it as a rotisserie because it has a rotisserie component to it. It has a shish kebab component to it. It's fabulous. This thing worked beautifully. If you ever see one with all the parts and it's safe, even if it's not, it would be safe to go online and get components for it. But I'm getting, I'm not even showing it to you. Maybe I should. Actually, there's a video in it. In my channel, there is a video of the, is it Sunbeam? Indoor electric grill. So look at the video, search for that. You'll see one I already sold. It's the exact same kind of grill. If you see one with all the parts, get it. It will save you a lot of time in the winter if you want to make a steak, or if you live in an apartment like I do that is hypersensitive to smoke. The fire alarm would go off in a second if I cooked a steak on the stovetop, because it's happened before. So can't do that here. So that's the set that's for sale, and these slide in to the bottom like this, and you have your own little secret compartment. So this is useful for storing this. It's just the box is not in terrific shape. Was there something else I was going to show you? No, I don't think there was. Not today anyway. It's Easter. I'm not doing anything special. But if you have any questions, please comment below. If you have any questions about the lamp in particular, please comment below. They will be listed today. and look up for that grill in one of the earlier videos I've made. I'll make sure it's on this channel. It might be in my other channel. But I'll double check and make sure that you all see it because they are fantastic. Smokeless, indoor grill. You can do rotisserie, you can do shish kebab, you can do steaks. Works like a charm. So, happy Easter everybody, and thank you for visiting 20th Century Rescue. And this is Tom with no hair, and I'll see you next week. Bye.